Before we get started today, can I just say a massive thank you? 60,000 subscribers. That's a mad number. I've not said that out loud yet, despite getting it. 60,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much for the support, folks. Yeah, it's been pretty cool, hasn't it? For just under 4 years now, and from playing a spreadsheet, I mean, you've supported me quite a lot, so I appreciate it a lot. And thank you so much, and hopefully you'll continue to. Let's get on with today's video. Folks, welcome back to some more Thames FC with me, Dr. Ben GFM. Now, if you didn't watch the 90-minute extravaganza of an injury hit January, let's call it, if you saw it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I totally understand, though. If you didn't watch the episode, I totally understand. Luckily for you, this season's not been that intriguing or interesting. We currently sit 12th in the championship table. It's mid-table mediocrity once again. We've been here once before in this series. We're back again. And since we last met then, if you've seen last episode, I'm going to assume that you have watched at least some of the 90-minute extravaganza. The last game you played in that was the 2-0 win over Crystal Palace. So since then, finally at Southend, 3 defeats in a row. Ipswich, Brentford and Newcastle said that's enough of that. And then 2 back-to-back wins. Huddersfield and Bolton beaten as well. 4-1 winning against Bolton. Lovely to see Tom George, Altidale, Paul Colton and Josh Tipping all getting on the goals. And today then, Brighton and Nottingham Forest to come. As I mentioned, in the league table, we are in 12th position. We probably have this episode and the final episode of the season to come. And I'm not going to lie, folks, I'm kind of looking forward to a transfer window. I feel like we need one. Maybe we'll do another stream. If people liked it, by all means, if you liked the stream we did before, let me know. If you want to see a longer episode and we go through some of the transfer stuff, then we can certainly do that for you. I'm enjoying doing that. It's good fun seeing you live, so maybe we'll have to consider it. So you can see here then, 12th position for Thames after 39 matches. I think a possibility at the playoffs, probably unlikely. 2 wins today though, you never know. And we are safe, finally safe from relegation, and happy about it too. I've done loads of scouting recently, to the point where actually I've been looking at all scouting. I've now got the world package. I changed my budgets around a little bit. I thought, well, we're in the March, why not? And of course, since we last met, folks, Regen Day. This is our academy. No, I've not snuck one in to the reserves or the first team. I'm going to surprise you. Am I? No, I'm not. It's awful, isn't it? Awful to the point where I really need to release about half of these lot. I mean, Tony Power is the best of a bad bunch. He's a centre-back with 7 heading, and he's currently on loan at rugby. He's actually playing a different sport. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Really? I mean, to be fair, we've got Lazaro, who has been dropped from the first team for a little bit, but let him develop, right? Some people are going, oh, get rid of him. He's 16. Back off. Now, we've reverted back then to this system. We're almost back to full fitness. We've still got quite a few injuries, to be fair. Lewis Ramsey's not available. Scott Burgess not here either. Paul Colton also unavailable. But everyone else now back to full fitness. If you watch the long 90-minute extravaganza, it was just every midfielder got injured, basically. They've slowly worked their way back into contention once again. But Davis will be in goal then. Wolfenden, McLean, Edmund and Cockrell Mullet will be at left back. We had an injury to Lewis Crawford. He's gone now. He's not dead. Smith, McDonnell, Foster, Alton on one side, Beard on the other, and George up front. I shouldn't say he's not dead and then laugh afterwards, Ben. That is a little bit creepy. I've just noticed I've blended 2 tactics by accident, haven't I? Oh no. We need to go more direct. Let's fix this. Okay, all of that is fine. Let's go. So Brighton up first. It'll be quite nice to beat Brighton. They're 18th in the table. You just beat Bolton, who are a position above them. So in theory, this should be easy. I noticed we've played them 6 times. We've won once. 6 times? Do you remember playing Brighton? Well, 7 times, isn't it? 7 times? No, we haven't. I mean, apparently we have. Not that I can remember at all. Brighton coming to this 23rd in the form table. We're 17th. It's nothing to be proud of. But we've said that there, like, well, we're well above them in the form table. We're still 17th in it. But they're 23rd. They're awful. Right then, boys, off we go again. Riverbank time. It's Thames versus Brighton. Let's just get a nice, comfortable win. They've got a player called Butterweck, as he's going to score now, isn't he, Butterweck? Ball played in, though. Altidale heads it clear, but not particularly clear, as it's going to be back in the possession of Brighton, who are forced back a little bit. There's Floodlet. I was going to say he's wet himself. It's not really appropriate, Ben. As Courteous on that side, quite like that. Plays back to Viner. Some nice present. They've got a Gerrard, spelt with a J. That is a knocker for obviously. Well, that's like getting a fake football t-shirt or shirt, generally. Butterweck back on it. Great name. Ball in behind's beaten, and I'm a little bit concerned they're going to score here. No, it's over. But what we've established really there is they've got a player called Butterweck, and that's all we need. I've just mocked the names of the players in this team. It's out of order, really. Unnecessary. Ball launched forward. Butterwick looks to get on it. Wolfenden probably needs, like, in terms of our plans for next season, Wolfenden's probably someone that's going to have to be replaced. As Tom George goes through, and Tom George gets a goal. Well, we're talking about the back line. No need. Tom George with the first goal of the game. Oh, by the way, if you didn't watch this extravaganza, you won't be aware that Pat Rogers is back. I just have failed to mention it up to now. He's here on loan. He's loving it. Ball through the middle, though. Great ball through the middle, you've got to say. And then Tom George racing beyond his defenders. He signed up until the end of next season as well, so he'll return. Hopefully Pat Rogers will join him. But yeah, Pat Rogers on the bench for us today, which is exciting. And for all those people that have got Rogers on the back of their Thames shirts, you'd be pleased to see him back, I'm sure. Ipswich are second and have lost 14 matches, I just noticed there, which is a bit mad. 37 minutes on the clock, though, and I feel like we've tackled our own man there towards Beard. Cleared eventually. Birchall gets it away. Butterwick heads on. I'll never get bored of that. As Wolfenden calmly goes back to Edmund. Now, can we work our way out and play a ball forward? Well, it's not the best, and they're going to get on this now, actually. Flood into Viner, who plays it forward. Wolfenden gets there first. Foster heads it back, though. Navarro now, back to Viner, and they're working it quite nicely, you've got to say. Ball into the middle. Butterwick's there, and I should be mad about it, but I enjoy his name too much. Butterwick. It just... Go on, say it to yourself now at home. Think, it can't be that good, Ben. Butterwick. Oh my, to be fair, it is fun. Now he mentions it. And it's 1-1. I should not be happy about this. Free kick, Smith to take it. It's quite far out, so I can't imagine too much is going to come from it. In fact, it might end up being a Brighton counter-attack, unless we can stop him in his tracks right here. We can't. And switch there, lovely, out to Navarro. First time ball in, Edmund half clears it. Viner's there, plays it back in, cleared, is it? Straight to Navarro, ball to the back post, and they've missed. But, I mean, we're a little bit nervy. And there's another chance before half-time. The highlights really are flying in as Butterwick heads down. I just love it. McDonald gets there ahead of his man, though. And now Beard, if you can play a ball forward. We've not seen too many through balls to Tom George. And the one time we did, we got a goal. Beard now, though, racing on a goal. He's got Tom George there if he needs him. And Tom George, off the crossbar, makes it 2-1 Thames just before half-time. The perfect time to score, viewers. And Thames then, I mean, look, the higher up we can finish this season, the better. And the closer we can get to the playoffs. Remember, do not forget this, folks. First season in the Championship, something to be proud of, as Tom George there, off the underside of the crossbar, makes it 2-1. This game is far from over, though, I can feel it. Steve Foster's got injured. Panic. No, actually, that's not good, because we don't really have a proper replacement. I'm going to bring on Harris and play a system that we've never played before. So let's just enjoy this for the rest of the game. I don't know if it's going to work. I literally got no idea. If we score 7 goals in the second half, I'm going to feel like a genius. All right, in the dressing room at half-time, let's passionately say, things are going well, but you're capable of even better. Because I guess we are. We conceded a goal. Didn't need to do that, did we? That was foolish. Okay, back underway for the second half. That's 2, for those that are not familiar with my expert language skills. Is it Segunda? Is that how that works? I mean, if I was an expert at language skills, I wouldn't have to ask, is it, would I? Wolfenden into Altidal. No, it's nabbed off him. And now Brighton with a bit more possession. I mean, that is reminding me of Ellie Curtains. Have we just shot a goal there, have they? Can't work out if that was an over-exuberant back pass or what it was, but a corner's played in, so let's not expect too much as the shot goes wide. They should have watched the videos. I'm going to change things up to the counter-attack. I just think with 20 minutes to go, they're going to put a lot of pressure on, and we might as well try and break on them if possible. We've got a lot of pace out wide. Tom George is having a very good game, so the temptation to bring Pat Rogers on is there. Tom George, though, having a great game and on a hat-trick, so I'm not going to. 5 minutes to go. Let's get Pat Rogers on. So he comes on for George up front, who's had a little impact in the second half, to be fair. Had a good first half, don't get me wrong. But fresh legs. And with 4 minutes of added time to go, this is where it could crumble. Ball played towards Hartley now, and good defending. Altidal, Pat Rogers, the dream team. Pat Rogers, he's on it. Plays it across to McDonald. And of course, Pat Rogers, don't forget, had loads of fantastic loan spells at Thames. Never forget, folks, please, never forget. Rogers into Altidal, for all time's sake. Altidal, it's like watching an old Christmas film. They've combined for another. It's 3-1, and Thames deserve this. We're beating Brighton. I mean, comfortably so at this point. I mean, we'll watch the three-dimensional replay, of course we will. Into Pat Rogers, who takes an age to decide, shall I? Go on then. Altidal looked a little bit offside, but a great finish from Altidal, you've got to say. And 3-1 Thames, let's all go home happy. I am pigging delighted, I must say. Altidal's injured. I mean, that's... Oh, good, because we were missing a little bit of devastation, weren't we? Tipping comes on. It's too late, although. And there we are, full time. Let's hope injuries to Foster and Altidal, 2 heroes of the series, are not too bad. Keon Harris has got a knock as well, to be noted. Well, and that's a good win for us, though. Great win for us, actually. And that takes us into the next game. Feeling pretty good. Don't tell me there's an international break and I've timed this horrifically. Oh, it is, look. I have done. Right, well, we've got a while to recover from these injuries, it turns out. There's 3 players who are injured. We'll take a look at that in a minute. All offers have gone in for players. We'll talk about that too. Aston Villa want me. It's all going down here, folks. Arsenal then, out for 5 to 6 weeks with a damaged kneecap. The injuries continue. It's just as soon as we hit record, it just decides to happen again. Keown Harris is out for 4 to 2 or 2 to 4 weeks with a pulled hamstring. And Steve Foster, 3 to 6 weeks with a groin strain. The physios are going to be busy. Hopefully some of the players that are out currently will actually be back by the time you get there. But yeah, not ideal, is it? This guy, I did put an offer in from Sundowns. Yeah, looks really good, doesn't he? But apparently we're not allowed him, so fine. I'd love to make him part of the team. Can't make him part of the team. Oh, also, by the way, I asked for a new contract prior to this episode. I'm hoping they're about to offer me it. Board! Can I have a new contract, please? Hello? Hello? Is this it? No. Oh. That happened to me recently, actually. I was waiting for a delivery. Knock on the door. I thought that would be the delivery. Open the door. He said, "Are you Mark?" I went, "No." He went, "You sure?" I went, "Yeah." And I just shut the door. He could still be out there. Right, here we are. A new contract has been offered. Richard Williams, thank you very much. We'll discuss the current vision, shall we? I didn't want to do this. I'm happy with the current vision. I'm happy. Yeah, keep the current vision in place. I can see fine. Right then, they're offering me a new contract. Let's see what terms we've got here. 2-year deal, 3-year deal. Why can't we be more reasonable? £2,000 a week on a 3-year deal. I think that's fine. Bang. They're just not having that at all. £2,000 a week though. I'm looking for some more job security. Thank you. That'll have to do, obviously. All right, we now have an international break because I am bad at planning. It's all right for you. It's within a flash. Everything's great for you. For me, I've got to sit here for 25 minutes while it goes through international duty. Oh my god, I've been sacked! April Fools. Got you, didn't I? Got you. Come on, own up, I got you. I'd love to think there's people that were sort of watching without really watching, and then they're like, and then I've got them. So if that were you, please tell me. In actual fact, Tom George got second in Player of the Month. He got Young Player of the Month, 4 goals in 3 games. And hello there, it's only me, Manager of the Month. Thank you very much. I'd like to accept that award on behalf of, what can I use? Anything? What have we got around here? I've got. Just want to accept this award on behalf of the players and the team, and it's not funny. Oh, that flopped. Financial update. It's gone down a lot. 409,000. That's... Well, it's not loads, is it? Well, to be fair, that is me, isn't it? That is me. The hair's fuzzier. I mean, that is me. 6 minutes. It's taken 6 minutes, which is actually not as long as... I mean, when you stay in silence for 6 minutes, it is a long time. Okay, we're back, and Stevie Foster and Artedal are both unavailable for today's proceedings. Holmes then is going to play in the centre, and then out at right wing. Now, we don't really have anyone that can do it, although Adam Beard potentially can do it. Oh, well, I never. All right, we'll try him out there, and on left wing, the return of Pat Rogers. Yes! Now, he doesn't love it, but it'll be fine. We've got Colton as well. We can maybe play Colton out there on the right-hand side. Oh, I've changed my mind. Rogers, not yet, Pat. Sorry, Pat. Okay, this is as strong as I think we can be. Colton comes in on that right-hand side then, and let's get the games underway. The back line is exactly the same, the midfield is almost the same, and the forward line is almost the same. What a roundup. They wouldn't do that on TV. Okay, then, Forest are playing a... oh, please say he's called Robert Roberts. Oh, please. Please be Robert... which is probably his nickname. All right, then, we're playing not too dissimilar systems. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 system where we're playing a 4-3-3. But, I mean, they've got focal points. Be aware of the focal points. I do worry, actually, they've got 4 players. We're 6th in the form table now. Well, we skyrocketed after 1 match. But no, because they play 2 defensive midfielders, I worry that will cancel out our 2 attacking midfielders that play in the centre. But hopefully Lawrence Smith will just have that 1 player to deal with and it won't be too difficult. But if that ever breaks away, like, we could be quite vulnerable on the counter. I'm over-analysing everything here, but I guess we'll see as we've got a throw-in on that far side. We'll stick with this first highlight and see what develops as Tom George gets past his man Lovely. Old job as Wolfen did into Colton, into Holmes, McDonnell if you can find the perfect pass. Tom George! Oh, it was a chance, wasn't it? Nottingham Forest in 20th, by the way. They've had a pretty poor year by all accounts. It's hotting up at the top as well. You can see there, not many games to go. That title race or promotion race is quite exciting as a throw-in to Forest. Their first chance of the game towards French at the back post, but over it goes. Over the channel it goes because we'll move on. Some more play for Forest here. Roberts has got it. Not called Robert Roberts, as we found out. French there. It was a good chance for him, but he didn't get it. I mean, if we win this, we'll be on 63. Oh, stop it, Ben. There's no chance. There's literally no chance of it. I mean, there was a switch on there. We just decided not to. Oh, injury on the left wing. Beard splits up a knock, which means Pat Rogers might be featuring at some point as Russell Roberts gets on it. Edmund, though, lovely challenge from him. And hopefully, I really hope I can get him back for next season. I would love to have him on loan again for another year, as I think he did a fine job this season. I think he's been a real good asset for us at the back there, as he's about to make a mistake, no doubt, as Turner skips past his man. Russell Roberts completely outdoes Edmund and scores. Haha, yes, game, love it. Nottingham Forest, of course, who have had a dreadful season and now making us look like idiots. I think the referee played quite a good advantage, actually, as he skips past that challenge. That's where it's lost, really. And a great first touch from Russell Roberts, you've got to say. Finish was very good, but the first touch, majestic. To be fair, is he significantly better? Well, we can't find out. Corner kick to us, though. Chance. McLean, oh, we're back in there. 1-1. They were barely in the lead. In fact, let's not even count it. Let's just say it was 1-1 from the start. And we've scored from a corner. Let's watch it in 3 dimensions. Smith puts it in. Forest, you can see that the travelling Forest fans have packed that end. But then we've packed our ground as well. I wonder how many people are here today. I mean, Beard's having a bit of a shocker out on that left side as there's another chance. And it goes by way of Forest as well, they just about get it inside. And now Somerville forward to Russell Roberts. Smith, though, just fantastic to get back. And that was a little bit of a mess. And then we give it away immediately. French back out on the left-hand side, causing us problems. But he's closed down pretty well, although Forest do retain the possession. Somerville plays it forward to Wichelo, which maybe that's not how it's said. French on that side again. Martin Gonzalez, some great possession here from Forest, you've got to say. And we're not really sticking it up 'em, as the phrase would go. It's not rude. Gonzalez back to French again. It's still a sustained spell of pressure. All for that, viewers. What a waste of everybody's time. At half. Pat, mate, go warm up. You're coming on second half. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can take Jess if you want. Be my guest. Although Adam Beard, final chance of the half. Maybe Pat Rogers is going to see that. It's a great save from Dixon in goal. It's a final corner, final action. But if we've learned anything about corners of Football Manager 2018, we'll know that nothing will happen. So at half-time, even Stevens, 1-1 so far. I'm going to say, do you know, I'm going to get a bit of serve there. Far from pleased with what I've just seen. Forest have had a pretty poor year, and Pat Rogers is going to make his way onto the pitch. And actually what we're going to do with this, thinking about it, is go to the diamond. Rogers is going to come on, of course. Colton's going to slot back into the more familiar role. And then 2 advanced forwards. Might be a bit of a risk. We'll give it a go. Of course, the formation we've played an awful lot, so why not try it? Here we are. This is the joys, you see. One of your wingers gets injured, or they both get injured. I mean, Elton's out, Beard's picked up a knock. We switch it up to this. Pat Rogers, though, back in a Thames shirt. The Thames shirt, Pat Rogers fans are loving it. It's Russell Roberts has scored. It's 2-1. It's 2-1 Forest. I got very excited about the arrival of Pat Rogers, and it's been ruined. Controlling the ball quite nicely in the centre of the park. Nice quick movement from us there, you've got to say. There's Tom George, back out to Wolfenden. McDonald, George again, if he's got runners, he finds Holmes into Colton. Oh, it's a great goal. The keeper rushed out almost furiously. Needless as well, as we've scored the goal. Great stuff from Thames, though. Lovely football. I mean, I don't know how many passes you'll see in the replay, really, but goes back out to Wolfenden. And then this little passage of play here is very smart indeed. Lovely flick over there. Slides it through to Colton, and the keeper just sprints out. There's 2 police cars have turned up outside because we're criminally good. That's why. Tom and George on it. Where's he going to go with it is the question. Goes back to Wolfenden. Smith there, out to Colton. And there's Holmes. We've given it away. It's Forest, though, with 25 minutes to go, who were marching forward. They're giving it away. And now Pat Rogers, the first time we've seen him, really, so far in this episode. Oh, no, we know it doesn't matter if it's Old Thal or Tom George. It's a goal, and that's what matters. We could be forward again here. Pat Rogers is on it. He's gone for it. My God, Pat, that would have... Whew. They're doing some patting going on there, let me tell you. 15 minutes left to go in the game. I'm debating another change, but who should you bring on, really? There's not like a midfield switch we can do because we've got so many players injured. Edmund at the back is struggling, though. I don't want to be held responsible. We'll get him off. Andrew Murray can come on. He's not had a great game either, but don't let me down here, Andrew. You've got Wimbledon coming up. This would be a disastrous start to the campaign in London. There's 2 minutes left to go, and there's a final opportunity for someone. Will it be ours, though? As I'll go on, Tom George. He's escaped. Tom George. Oh, it should have been another one. Now, wasteful corners. That's the name of a new book. Oh, come on. There's a minute left. Don't do this. Come on, team. I mean, Davis as well. And then we had a full-time Thames 3, Forest 2, and a fine victory for the boys. 2 back-to-back wins as well. Very nice victory. Well done. I'm very happy with that, I've got to say. Very happy with that indeed. Now, I did say if we win both games today, playoffs could be... we'll have a look, shall we? So we are just 8 points behind. It's possible. It's not possible, but like next episode then, we'll bring you the final couple of games of the season, maybe just the one actually, and we'll talk about the end of the season stuff. Barnsley to finish things off, to see where we can finish there, and we can still finish relatively high, I think. Let's take a look at that table once again. So if we win these last couple of games, we could finish as high as 8th, and to finish above West Ham would be superb. So if you enjoyed the video, do leave a like. Want to see some more, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again soon with some more Thames with love, with care. Goodbye. And that brings us to the end then. 60,000 subscribers. Well, I never. And thank you to Zach for the support over on Patreon. Much love to you all. Goodbye.